Start the machines and another battle report. Tonight, the Butcher of Khardov will have a running engagement with the running gun, because Kronos, my opponent, plays his new favorite Trojan warlock and posse for the first time. Enter Jarl Skuld, Devil of the Thornwood, into 25 points of kill box. Enjoy! Alrighty then, since Jarl won the role for setup and first turn, here's his list. Jarl Skuld, Dire Troll Mauler, Troll Impaler, Minimum Trojan Champions, Pick Bushwhackers and a Totem Hunter. I brought a happy bunch of newly painted models. The Butcher of Khardov, Beast 09, Mika the Marauder, Minimum Battle Mechanics, Great Bears of Gallowswood, Minimum Cossite Woodsman and Saxon Auric. Round 1 starts with Jarl advancing and putting Quicken on the Bushwhackers as well as slapping Tactical Supremacy onto the champs. He then forces the Beast to run on the hill and riles them for some. The Totem Hunter, Bushwhackers and Champions run. The Champions then move 3 inches again. The Butcher allocates one focus to Mikhail. He runs both jacks to one side of the building and the mechanics follow behind. The Butcher goes, moves, puts Iron Flesh on the bears and Fury on Mikhail. Saxon gives Pathfinder to the bears and they run up the field into the forest. Alright, round 2, and at first I thought I'm missing a slide, but I don't. Here's what happened. Jarl leeches Fury upkeeps both spells. The Totem Hunter, praying my mechanics, moves, jumps over the jack wall, kills 2 mechanics and sprints away. A few pigs try to combine on the Butcher, but miss. The others shoot one more mechanic, the rest fires at Beast, which advances due to hyper-aggressive. I know I'm putting myself in charge range of the champions, but if he fires at me with Jarl, I'll be too close for him to get the charge bonus. And he does. So Beast makes a beeline after suffering damage from Jarl, engages the champions which start clobbering it. So far, not so good. Beast is going to go down, even more so than I can anticipate when the Dire Troll comes down the hill. The Impaler moves and chucks a spear at Mikhail, slamming him back a little and taking out the mechanic in the collateral damage. Okay, my turn. Roll in Strike Package Bravo. The Cossites pop on the right edge in the back of the Bushwhackers. Control phase. Go figure, Beast left the Butcher's control area. But at least this Warjack can compensate for his controller's inability. Butcher allocates no focus and upkeeps both spells. Saxon Auric goes first, gives Pathfinder to the bears. The bears then run around the flank. The Butcher goes, casts Full Throttle and feeds. Mikhail waltzes over to the Totem Hunter and smacks him dead. The Cossites advance and fire into the Pygmies, killing 4 and toughing another. Beast goes, threshers, kills 1 champion, freezes another and leaves the last one alive on only 2 boxes. That could have gone a lot better. Round 3. You can guess where this is headed. Jarl leeches Fury and upkeeps both spells. He activates, casts the Rage Animus on the Mauler and shoots at the Great Bears, yet misses. Then he feeds. The champions put more dents into Beast so that the Mauler can smash it with his initial attacks. The Impaler and Pigs turn on the Cossites and take out 4 or 5 of them, and they fail command. The champions then move another 3 inches. The Butcher upkeeps both spells and gives 1 focus to Mikhail. The Marauder then runs. The Great Bears run to engage Jarl. Back then I thought that to be a good idea. Saxon moves. The Butcher merely advances because I dislike taking a troll to the face. The Cossites stand still and rally. Round 4. Jarl leeches and drops Quicken. He then is having none of that bear's business, being evasive, crud. Casts the Rage Animus on the Impaler, as well as the Fast Track Animus. Uh-oh. 2 Bushwhackers then finish the Cossites. The rest combines into the tanking Butcher, dealing 6 damage to him. The champions charge the bears, but thanks to Iron Flesh, they don't get it done. The Mauler simply positions. The Impaler moves and throws a spear at the Butcher, boosting to hit and damage, dealing me another 9 points with a good roll, but not critting me at least. On seeing this picture, let me correct something. It was Jarl's fire that drew out Beast, but the pigs probably laid into the Marauder, crippling an arm. That'd be more of an explanation for the Marauder charging and not combo smiting than, I missed. At any rate, the Butcher upkeeps both spells, gives one focus to Mikhail, who then charges the Impaler and brings the hurt. I could have given out more, but being on so few HP I wanted to camp. Saxon charges a champion and takes him down. The bears process the last one. Butcher advances, shoots the blunderbuss, but the pig is tough. Round 5, Jarl does his thing. The Impaler stabs Mikhail quite ineffectively, then the Mauler comes around, puts up his animus, does the 1-2 punch thing, and due to grab and smash initiates a double-handed throw, boosting to hit on the Butcher. He still misses, but the Jack only deviates an inch. Butcher is unhurt, but the pigs combine on him and manage just another point of damage. Jarl then shoots down a Great Bear and Saxon Auric before he retreats onto the hill. Okay, time to do something. Preferably turn this into a chop body shop. The Butcher drops Iron Flash and shakes knockdown on Mikhail. Then the Great Bears charge, one to the Mauler and the other one runs around the Mauler's back to engage the pygmies. The Mauler is heavily hurt, but that won't cut it. The Butcher charges in and traditionally whiffs the charge attack with Snake Eyes. I spent more focus to eventually take it down. With that out of the way, I'm certain I could outlast Jarl and win. Round 6. Jarl leeches Fury. 4 pygmies combine on the Butcher and with a good roll they finish him off. Jarl wins. In hindsight, I think Jarl is very cool and has both a lot of style and play potential. I'd figuratively kill for a caster with that spell list. I think he really captures the bandits on the run feeling. Besides, he's not a brick caster and that is good. Too bad though that I tend to screw over my Butcher games. Great Bears just aren't for flanking if that's all they get to do. Cossacks make good list additions, but they're probably better suited in 35-point plus lists when all the basic functionality slots have been filled. For the next issue, we'll be taking 2 small reports and make them into a bigger one, when a man and his fate take on the horrors that roam Imoran. Until then, farewell, and don't look into your closets.